Hello, YouTubers. Just a little update on my implants. Those who just tune into this particular episode of the series of the implant, just a little history. I had a problem with my eyes. I started to have presbyopia, so I had issues to read small print on computer, smartphone, and also newspapers and stuff like that. So I decided to do a eye surgery and to have an implant, and I've done the implant at the Focus Eye Clinic in Wemmel here in Belgium by Dr. Evans, and we decided to go forward with a trifocal diffractive lens implant by Finevision. The version number is Micro F, and this is just the update. We are about almost a month post-operative, so after the operation, and I just want to give a complete update on how is my view and how is the experience, and also what to expect if you do this kind of an eye surgery. Um, First of all, if you want to get a little bit more details, I can recommend to go and have a look on the previous video, because it gives some really good insight on how these lenses work. So it's the episode number 6, and just have a look, especially in the, I think it's the first 3-4 minutes of the video, maybe the first 5 minutes. You'll have a view on how these implants work and what is the principle of the diffractive lenses. To quickly summarize what I mean, trifocal means that you will have good vision for near, intermediate, and far. And also you will have a diffractive lens implanted. And what is diffractive? It means that the image that I'm looking at is split up in different images and is projected on my retina right here in the back of the eye, and that's where the sensor is going to capture the entire vision and needs to build up the image in the brain. That happens right here. When I went to the Focus Eye Clinic, it was a little bit difficult decision because, you know, where should I go? I have no experience in this stuff. So I'm very happy, I must say, with the eye surgery, the results right now at 1 month after the operation. To summarize, right after the operation, about 3-4 hours after the operation, I was able to already have a very good view on near vision, so the small print was very good, with just one exception, that the print had some kind of a shade or yeah, double vision. So if you have letters, it looked like you have the letters like 2 or 3 times, and this is because of the different beams of the image that is built up by the lens itself, as you can see in previous video, that the brain actually needs to do the work. So basically what happened over the last few weeks since my previous update, approximately week number 3, we are right now in week number 3, but I would say at 2 weeks and a half, almost the end of the second week, I would say, I started to have a very good perception of the colors. And I remember one morning I woke up and I was watching at the computer, and these images that I could see was just wow. It was like, you know, amazing. I'm not sure if you already have ever experienced this, but it happened to me a few times in the past with my original eyes, that the image that you see on the computer of a picture that you've taken when you were somewhere looks more beautiful on the computer than it looks in reality. And I start to have the same experience actually with just my normal view as well. So I told in my previous videos I've got a little clock in my room, which tells the date, the seconds, the temperature, and the time, and I can read almost everything. Just have some issues with the non-bright colors. So because I think the time is in a yellowish yellow color, and the date, for example, is in a red color, and the red color doesn't, come through very well. I must say that if you do this operation, do not panic, especially the first 2-3 weeks. And maybe I'm wrong in telling this. Maybe it can be longer, it can be shorter. It depends by a patient. In my case, I really started to see the improvement after 2 weeks and a half. That's where I really started to see some improvement. And don't panic, don't blame the doctor that your sight is very bad, because the first few weeks the different images that are projected by the lens, they actually, you will perceive them like they're right next to each other. So, and this is a good example. You got now you got the F here, and imagine the F is in white colors, and you get a blue-black background. This is what I see when I look at street signs, and especially when you have a very big sign like a P for parking. I see actually around the white P, because it's inverse colors. I see around the white P actually some kind of a white P right next to it, which is like, with dimmed. So it's like it's doubled or tripled. And this is because the next step in the surgery recovery period after the operation is the neuroadaptation stage, the neuroadaptation process, where actually the different images that are, they should be starting to overlap one another. So, and that's actually what happens. Maybe it's not really that what happens. Maybe it's just the brain who's gonna, trash the information that comes right next to the letter itself. I'm not sure, but I think personally that maybe the brain is gonna just overlap these and put them together as a normal standard image. So I gave some points last time on my near vision. I would give it like 9 out of 10. Why not 10 out of 10? Because I still have, when I look at the computer right now, I still have like difficulties with the print when it's black print on white background at night, and it's because I think you still have these different images that are still not filtered completely. But if I keep my computer very close, like less than 20 centimeters, then it's really, really good. So I would say 10 out of 10. It cannot be better, but when you go like 30-40 centimeters, it's 9 out of 10. So there's still some room for improvement for the near vision. For the intermediate vision, which I would say like the distance from your sofa to the television, I would still give it like 7.5, 8 out of 10. So it has improved as well. And for the far vision at the moment as we speak, I would give it also 7 out of 10. So it's still blurred a little bit, and the blur is just because of these different images that needs to be projected, or I would say filtered by the brain after you've done the surgery, and it takes time. So I've been reading through a couple of forums, and for some people it might just take up to 6 months. For other people it takes about a month, and there's even other people where it takes about a year. So I would say don't panic. When your vision is not clear, is not sharp for far away, it is normal. It is just the adaptation stage that needs to kick off, and that's where actually you need to be patient. So that's one thing I want to say. What I also want to tell, and this is interesting, is the colors. So as I told you before in the video here, my colors become more bright. So you start to have a deeper color perception than before. I was walking down the street the other day, and I saw a building, and I was looking at the building like, wow, this is beautiful. So, and it's just a normal building, but this is just a color that becomes more vivid. I was told that the contrast might just be less than pre-operation. But for me, the contrast is now even better, so the view starts to come back. Okay, and then one more thing that is important, so you really understand how the adaptation process goes. My view and my vision at week number 2 was very good in the morning. I read reports and testimonials from other people who have had this operation, and some of them, they seem to have better vision 20 minutes after they've been waken up, or 30 minutes after they've been waken up. But in my case, right immediately, I would say, after I wake up from the from my bed, and I just look and stare outside, I've got a very good vision, and this is really remarkable, because what I see over time, like, you know, the second week, it was very, very good, and especially in the morning, like the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you see that this time frame that you have very good vision becomes a little bit longer, like every day. So this is my perception, this is how I see it, and I have really taken very good care of having this as a perception, because I had this board here, you know, and I could have the 20/20 vision in the morning, week number 2, without a problem, but like 2 hours later I couldn't read it anymore, so it was all gone. Coming back to this panel here, before I had my operation, I had a vision of approximately 2013, and right now I'm at almost 2013, so I get a vision of about maybe 2015 is okay now. I can read the 2015 line, so I still have a blurry vision on 2013, so it should still improve, that's for sure. Also, if you do this operation, what is important also, what I noticed, is when I go into artificial light environments, like a shopping center, or in Belgium we have the Colruyt, it's a very dark environment where you only have, I would say, spots and all these kind of artificial light sources. It's not very comfortable, and this is because I still suffer from halos around lights, street lights, car lights, LEDs and stuff like that. So, and what are these halos? They are like spider webs around these lights, you know, and apparently, if I am not mistaken, this should go away too, but it will probably take another maybe 6 months or so. So in the long term it will also fade away, but it is very uncomfortable sometimes if you go into these places where there's artificial light. I just want to let you know, maybe if you work in shopping centers, stuff like that, just be careful. You might have to suffer quite a lot from this blurry vision and the discomfort from the LED lights and the artificial lights in very dark environments where they actually only have artificial lights. Also, week number 2, I didn't notice any glare around LEDs and street lights and stuff like that until week number 2. I only had halos, so I started to notice some glare in week number 2, and still right now the glare seems to be decreasing again. So from 0 glare I started to have quite a lot of glare around week number 2, I would say, and like week number 3 the glare is fading away again. So it's pretty weird. I don't know how this happens or what is the reason. Maybe it's the water in my eyes. I don't know. I'm not a specialist, but also what I notice as well is, and this is, if you do this operation you will see this, if you have a blue background like the sky, and you have street lines or street lights, you get the pole, and right next to the pole, you know, the background is white, the front or the pole is like less white, might be brown or something like that, and you see like a brownish pole right next to it. So and this is again the effect of the different images that are projected by the diffractive lens on the retina of the eye. Also, what I noticed is, yeah, I still have these. How could I say? Yeah, I still have these this vision. If you see the coupe there, I still have the white shadow around the square of the door of the coupe. So it's still there, but it's getting less strong. So I think this is gonna be maybe solved within a week or 2 or 3. I don't know. Yeah, I had a question of somebody who asked me how much I paid for it. I paid 5,800 euros for the operation. And now that I'm thinking about this, yes, there's one thing I want to tell, that something I noticed, and I think this is just something I need to live with for the rest of my life. If I look around, you know, if I got the edges of my eyes here, I can see this is maybe a, what is it, 120 degrees, maybe 170 degrees view that I have. When you wake up, actually you see actually the edges of the lens. So it's a little bit like, you know, you can see actually that there's something changed in your vision. So you get a little bit like the edges of the lens. So this is something I noticed too. Maybe my lenses are a little bit too small for my eyes, I don't know, but it's not a problem, because you know you're using your eyes, you're using your head to turn around, so which is very normal. So I'll probably have to live with that. But that's very minor issue if you can compare it to the benefits that you get from the operation. So would I do the operation again? As far as where I am right now, yes, definitely. I would definitely do the operation again. Somebody asked me why I took the Finevision on internet. Well, I let the surgeon decide about the type of lens that was suitable for me. I heard somebody was asking me questions why I didn't use the Symphony lens. I have no knowledge of the Symphony lens before I did the operation, so that might be a very good reason why I didn't do it. On the other side, one thing that I want to tell you as well is, you know, there's LAL lenses as well. I see a lot of complaints for the LAL lenses so far, so I think my surgeon did a very good choice with the fine lens. I didn't take the what's the other name? There's one more lens. It's okay, but anyway, I'm happy with the Finevision lens. It's a very good lens. Everything is crystal clear. Starts to become crystal clear. So next update within maybe a month, maybe 2 months. So stay tuned. Please, if you have any questions, write it downstairs. Give me thumbs up for my video. Thanks. Bye bye.